Afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this live, huge world of ours. So great for you to join us, whether you are watching this live or in a replay. It's great to have you join me. I'm Jerry Tukoski from Vimico, and you are watching Video Marketing Strategy to Grow Your Business. We do this every week. We talk about video marketing and how we can use it more effectively to help our business grow. Now, today it's episode 4, and we'll be discussing the sales funnel and how to use video during each stage of that sales funnel to make that sale. Now, business, obviously, the most important part is revenue. Without revenue, a business is only a hobby. So it's very important to be able to consistently produce enough revenue to grow your business and become profitable. And hopefully today we'll have a few good ideas that you can use for your business. As normal, we do try and keep this hangout to around 20 to 30 minutes each week, because I do value your time. Time is very important for any business owner. So let's get on with it without fluff, just the facts, and let's get straight into it. So I've got a little presentation here. So I'll just flick through that. And where are we? Okay. Well, just excuse me for 1 second. Actually, I did have something prepared, but talking about waste of time, I'm just going to quickly find it. And here it is. There it is. Okay, so, okay, we're back. I'll just flick over that. There we are. And there we are. So there it is. So video marketing strategy to grow your business. And this is episode 4, the sales funnel, using video to convert. So this is your typical sales funnel. At the top, we have attract. You want to attract your target audience. You don't want to attract everyone in the world, just the people who are or may be interested in your product or service, and you want to attract as many of those as possible, and that's at the top of your sales funnel. Once you've attracted your target audience, you want to build a relationship. You want to connect with those people, and we'll look at videos for building that relationship. And you want to nurture your leads, because not everyone will be ready to buy straight away. So we'll look at videos at nurturing your leads. And finally, we'll look at videos to convert your leads into sales. So that's what we're looking at today. So let's start off with attract your target audience. You need to specify who your audience is. And a great way to do that is to create an audience persona. So an audience persona is your ideal customer, the ideal person that you want to watch your video. You need to be very specific about that person. You need to decide whether they're male or female. Okay, you can't have both. Select male or female. You need to specify their age. You can't say this person is between 18 and 60. That's too general. You need to be very specific. This person is 33 years old. This person is 45. This person is 22 years old. Whatever it is, specify an age. Where do they live? What job do they do? And find an image of your ideal person, give them a name, and have that person up on your wall, so that when you are creating your video, you are thinking of that one person, and you are thinking, does this person, do they relate to this video? Are they interested in this video? And really get back to that one person. If you can satisfy that one person, you will find your target audience, and you will connect with your target audience. So what are their needs and wants? Obviously, needs are those very things that are innate to us. Things like we need food, we need oxygen, we need drink, we need shelter, we need safety, all the things that we need. And there's wants. Sure, we want to have Coca-Cola, we want to have a holiday to Fiji, or whatever it is. These are wants. So, really, you need to know their needs and their wants. Most important, to identify their pain points. What keeps them up at nights? You know, really get right into it. The more you can identify the pain points, the more success you will have with your videos. You will create your videos to resolve their pain points. Now, the more painful their pain points are, the more you're able to resolve their pain points, the more success you will have. And where will you find your audience? Are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on Pinterest? Wherever they are, you need to be there. You need to have a strong presence wherever your audience is. And you need to consistently deliver valuable content. So there's two parts here. One is you need to consistently deliver content, be it once a week, once every couple of weeks, once a month. I'd say at least once a month. You don't want to deliver a video next week and then 3 months later deliver another video. I mean, you need to be consistent if you want to build your audience. It needs to be valuable. Your content must be valuable content that your audience wants to watch. There's no point being consistent and delivering rubbish. And there's no point in delivering valuable content inconsistently. You must have both. They work together. Consistency and valuable content working together will help you build your audience. And you want to engage with your audience. Don't just upload your video and go. Upload and go is the saying. You want to engage with your audience. You want them to comment on your video, and you want to reply to those comments. You want people to share your video. You want people to like your video. The more involved with your video, the more likely they will return and subscribe to your YouTube channel or your video hub or your website. So really engage with your audience. Now, you want to build your email list, and you want to start your email list right from the very start. Now, I've had many conversations with people in this space, and they all say the same thing. They wish they'd started their email list right from the very start, and they've wasted all this time when they could have really been building their email list. And your email list is important because it allows you to communicate directly with your target audience. Yes, you can share information through your social media platforms, but you don't own those platforms. Look at Facebook. A few years ago, you could put a post on Facebook and all of your fans or your likes would have seen your post. Today, no, maybe 1 or 2% will see your post. If you want everyone to see your post, you have to pay for it. You have to have an ad. Twitter have started using ads. LinkedIn have got ads. Look, all social media platforms will end up with ads, and you're going to have to pay for the ads to reach your audience. So you're far better off getting an email list where you can communicate directly with your audience whenever you want and have a one-to-one conversation. So you want to create an irresistible offer in exchange for an opt-in. You can't just ask people for their email address. You must give them something of value, even something that they would actually pay for if they had to. That's how valuable the content must be for them to give you your email, their email address. Use call to actions for all videos, particularly when you're attracting an audience. Have call to actions that will drive your traffic to some sort of a landing page with an opt-in to get their email list. Make sure this is a priority. You want to build your email list. There's two ways of doing it. One is by offering a major offer, such as an ebook or a major report, and all of your videos can point to that special gift, that irresistible offer that you have. Or you may have smaller, unique offers for each individual video. For example, if you were doing a video about mowing lawns, then at the end of that video, you might have a free PDF that goes into a bit more detail that you showed in your video. And that's an easy download. And to download that, they must opt in their email. And you would do that for each individual video you have. Or you have one major offer where all your videos aim to that one particular offer. You may try both, whichever way works best with your audience. Now, let's look at creating an effective email. Now, you must be doing A/B testing. A/B testing allows you to send two different versions of your campaign to part of your list and then select the version that gets most opens or clicks to send to the rest of your list. Now, what that means is that if you had, for example, 1,000 people on your email list, you might select 100 of those and split those into two groups of 50. And you would send an email to, or two emails to each of those group, or one email to each of those group. And you would test to see which one got you most opens and clicks. Now, the things you would be testing would include the subject line. You would try different wordings to see what gets most attention. Now, whatever had more success, then you would send out to the other 900 on your email list. Now, subject lines are so important. You scan through your emails, you get hundreds of emails. You're looking for subject lines that grab your attention. So it's well worth testing which one is more effective. You may also want to test the from name, that is the name who they see from your emails. For example, it might be a person or organization. For example, with me, you might see an email from me from Vimiko or from Jerry Tarkovsky. Which is more effective? Well, I need to test that, and they may vary from different audience lists. You want to check on delivery date or time, which is the most favorable for your audience. Do they like to receive their email from you on a Monday morning or a Sunday afternoon? Now, you need to try and vary and do your testing and see which is more effective. Because once they opt out of your email, if your email isn't effective, they will opt out and they're gone for good. Or they may choose to just mark it down as a spam and they'll never see your email again. Or they may choose to ignore your email completely. So to get those people to open up your email, you need to test what's going to be more effective. The content itself, you may test to see whether images, layouts, or messages. In our case, it's the links to videos because we want to use videos in our email or links to videos. Once you've targeted your audience and you've attracted them to your video hub, you need to build your community. To do that, you need to, well, first of all, what is a community? A community is a group of people with a common set of values and beliefs. So people do get together who share those values and beliefs. The people that you believe what you believe develops trust. And you can use yourself as an example. Think about your friends, the friends that you've built up over the years. You have a common beliefs, common core values, and that helps you to become friends that you trust. Now, very survival depends by surrounding ourselves with people we can trust. Now, if we go back to the dark old days, even before me, well before me, when we lived in tribes, and look, we still live in tribes, but the worst thing that can happen to anyone in a tribe is to be made an outcast. So if you did something that was, wrong, instead of, punishing you or killing you in a certain way, they would make you an outcast of that tribe, which would be almost certain death. Because on your own, you could not survive. You could not get enough food to survive. You could not be safe from predators. And yeah, it was the most terrible thing anyone could do is to be made an outcast of a tribe. We need each other in order to survive. And to do that, we need to trust each other. Now, people that subscribe to your channel or community, they believe in what you believe and trust you as a leader. To build a community, you need to really share your story. We did an episode about sharing your brand story. I think that was episode 2. And this is so important that People will buy from those they know, like, and trust. Now, think about it yourself. If you know someone, you like someone, you trust that person, and you want to buy a TV, and they were selling TVs, and they were selling a TV for, say, $1,000, and you saw someone else with exactly the same TV, and they were selling it for $500, what would you do? Would you buy it off someone who you had no idea who they were? Or would you buy it from the person that you know, like, and trust? And you'd be thinking, well, I trust this person. They're going to give me the best deal they can. If it's worth $1,000, that's the price. This other person's selling for $500. What's the catch? Did they steal it, that TV? Is it not the right TV? Is it a secondhand TV? Is it broken? Is it the wrong brand? You're going to be asking questions because you just don't trust that person yet. So our decision making is motivated largely by our emotions and our ability to trust. We tend to think of ourselves as being rational people. We make rational decisions, but really they're based on emotions. And then we tend to rationalize them when we're trying to explain why we made that decision. The old adage, facts tell, but stories sell, because stories, once again, they appeal to our emotional brain, where the vast majority of our decision making is done. So we need to tell stories. We need to connect with other people through emotions, through storytelling. Successful brands don't focus on what they do or how they do it. Those are byproducts of why we do it. To really get down to the nitty-gritty, why you're in business. Why are you doing what you do? If you can articulate that to your audience, then you'll connect with those people. Now, some people may not agree with you and they'll go elsewhere. That's fine. But those who stay with you, you will build a stronger relationship with them. Now let's talk about lead nurturing, because not everyone who joins your list or joins your community will be ready to buy from you. So what is lead nurturing? Lead nurturing is a crucial part of your marketing and sales success. Studies show that 50% of leads are qualified, but they aren't immediately ready to buy. So half of your email list, are perfect for you. I mean, they will buy your product or service, but not now. They're just not ready right now. And that doesn't mean you need to get rid of them. You want to keep them. You want to nurture them. So let's look at lead nurturing. So you need to adjust your video content based on their point in the sales cycle. So they may have already just purchased a car and they're not ready to buy another car, but they may be in 2 or 3 years' time. So you need to keep them on your list. So video content mapping is a process in which you decide what content is most appropriate for a person to receive at a given time. So split your list up: cold leads, you have your medium leads, and your hot leads. Split them up in different groups and give them different video content to watch, depending on where they are in that sales cycle. So to nurture your leads, you need to provide real value in your emails. Don't keep sending sales emails. Send emails with real content. And we're talking about adding links to videos with real content, something that they want to watch. And as I say, segment your list based on buying cycles and their lead score. And we'll have a look at lead score in just a moment. Email targeted video links and measure click-through and the time spent viewing the video. So a lot of programs will allow you to know who clicked on your video link and how long they spent watching your video. And they're two very important things. So when you nurture prospects, you give them what they need to grow strong and healthy. So nurturing does take time, it does take thought, it does take care. So keep them on your list, keep them interested. Now we want to qualify leads. Now we do that, and video does it very well by providing a unique opportunity to qualify leads based on what they click through to watch or the time spent watching your video content. So if people are clicking to watch your video about your product and they watch all of the video, then they're hot. If they don't click to watch your product video, then they're probably not interested and they become a cold lead. So these two factors increase a lead's overall score, and you'll be able to prioritize who to follow up. Now, I'll show you a good example here. This is a lead scoring, and you see over here there's interest level and qualification level. So someone may have a very low interest. They're not in your particular product. They're not watching your videos, and they may not be qualified. They may be a teenager, not qualified to watch or buy your product. Say you sell prestige cars, very expensive, and they probably don't have the money to buy your product. So you give them an E. So low interest, low qualification. Now, they may watch all of your videos, every single video that you send them through your email. They may watch all of them all the way through, but being underage or being a teenager, they may not have the resources to purchase your prestige car, but they could certainly influence a decision maker. So you might give them a C for high interest, low qualification. Now, on the other side of the scale, you may have a CEO who does have the resources to purchase your product. So they have the high qualification, but they're just not watching your videos. So they have a low interest. Now, you want to get people into the B score or even your A. They're people who have a very high interest in your product and a very high ability to purchase your product, high qualification. Anyone who has an A score is hot, and you want to get onto them straight away before they go to a competitor. So this is how you convert your leads. And this is using videos. You're using videos to identify their pain point. You need to really nail their pain point. This is, the greater your ability to identify their pain point, the more success you will have. You want to offer your product as the solution. Show why your product will help them solve their problem. Show the benefits, not the features. And video is ideal to show benefits. Focus on the benefits. Use testimonials, case studies, endorsements. Now, if someone tells you they love your product, ask them to send a testimonial. And it's easy to do. Just ask them to get their smartphone, do a selfie, video themselves saying what a great product it is or service, and have them send it to you. It's so valuable having real people sending testimonials to you. Or if you're dealing with a business and their business is having a lot of success using your product or service, ask if you can do a case study based on their results. I mean, this is a great endorsement for your product or service. Or ask industry members to endorse your product or service. Someone who's well respected in the industry. And that can be so valuable for you. So look out for those. And having those on video is so much more powerful. It really does allow that emotional connection. You want to send out invitations to live webinars using Q&A. I mean, get your hot leads, invite them to webinars, and you can answer their questions right on the spot. That's the best way of dealing with anyone who has a few queries. They're not sure whether they want to purchase your product. You want to answer any problems they have straight away. Now, you can offer bonuses, you can offer discounts, you can put packages together to get them over the line. Anything you need to do to get them to purchase your product. Also, offer a no-risk guarantee, particularly for digital products. For sure, there'll be some people who will abuse your no-risk guarantee. They'll just return your product and say no thanks, and they've already used your product. But you will get more sales if you offer a no-risk guarantee. And if you really believe in your product or service, this is a must-do. You want to create scarcity with offer. For instance, it's only available in the webinar that you're doing. Scarcity works. I just spoke to someone just recently, and they were offering a training program. They did a launch for 3 weeks before they closed the door. Now, for the first 3 weeks, they got 50% of their sales. And guess what? The other 50% came on the final day of the sale. So, people just said, "Yeah, I'm interested," but they didn't do anything until they had to, until the doors were closing. They had to make a decision to purchase, and they did right at the very end. So sometimes it's well worth doing scarcity. But if you do use scarcity, make sure you actually follow through. I mean, there's nothing worse than saying deadline, this offer ends Friday, 5 p.m. And then you send out an email the next day saying you've extended the time, extended the deadline. I mean, you just lose all credibility. So if you have a deadline, make sure you stick to the deadline. No ifs or buts. If it ends now, it ends now, or else they will never believe you again. If they don't believe that you can keep a deadline, why should they believe that you can deliver in your product or service? Call to action. Yes, you must have a click to buy now call to action. Really define what you want them to do. You want them to buy now, ask them to buy now. At the end of the day, it's a win win result. You want to solve your customer's problem. They've got a problem, you've got a product or service that can help them solve their problem. They win, they solve their problem. You win, you gain a customer, you gain a sale, you survive as a business. You're not trying to sell people, you're not trying to trick people into buying your product or service. You really want to help people. And to help people, you need to provide something that will help them. And if you think of it that way, you think of it as a win win result for both of you. Right, so there we are. That's our episode 4, all done and dusted. I hope today's hangout has really been helpful for you as a business owner. I really enjoyed presenting this to you today. If you enjoy these hangouts, I do have a training program at Udemy. I do offer everyone here a $20 off coupon, which gives you a lifetime access to the training program for just $27. All you do is click on the link below. They'll take you to a landing page such as this on Udemy, and you see the price there, $27, normally $47, $20 off, and you'll join the 200 plus students there who are doing the course right now. And it offers information like we do for these Hangouts. But look, we're going to cover a lot of things from this course in these Hangouts, so you can get it all for free. Yes, it'll be all free. But if you want to get the information right now, there's 16 of it. I think there's 16 videos available, and you can get it right now just for $27. So once again, thank you very much. This is Jerry Tikoski from Vimico. I really appreciate you joining me today. We'll be back again next week with another topic, and we'll be having guests in the future, so do join us. Once again, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.